Okay, let's see. Maybe it'll work. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a non-OP. This is a game that I've played, you know, but it was not translated to English. I couldn't find the English with the ROM, so I just patched it. This is Super Puyo 2. And our options are all here. We're gonna do endless Puyo, see how high I can get my score to go. Now I'm sure you've seen a game like Puyo before. Because really, who hasn't? I like to Puyo see how high you get your score to go. But this is a little different. Because in Super Puyo, it actually gives you garbage to deal with every now and again. That will come more frequently. This is not in any American version of the game. Mean Box, Mean Machine, or Kirby's Avalanche. Which are similar games without the constant garbage. Judges match 4 of any color, which will destroy all of single card touching it, or and all the refugee beans, which would be the clear ones adjacent to them. Also, that large Puyo we saw, or Reggie Puyo, I'd say Bean, because I played Bean Mean Machine before more than any other game. The large one is a giant Puyo, which will crush all Puyos beneath it in not Puyo Tetris. That's a whole other thing. That's all this is. So we'll do it alright. I hope it'll go away. You can match more than 4. The larger the match, the more potent it seems to be. With more points that way. This is going to be a long one because I've not. This is a lot of practice, and it's really hard to keep track of what I'm doing. Because I've not played this version of Puyo before, so I'm completely blind here. Interesting thing to note is that if you're playing this game and there's garbage, if you make a large enough combo to match how much garbage you're going to get, you won't get any garbage at all. Which is how someone can send you a huge chunk of garbage and then you get nothing. Confused yet? I know I am. Very confused right now. If you look at the top, you'll see the Puyos are coming from. If that space gets obstructed, your game's over. This is a very interesting piece. This only appears in Endless Puyo to keep yourself alive. It does that. It just makes a bunch of Puyos disappear. If you're using a different difficulty other than mild, which I always stick with mild. Except in practicing, of course. Where was I? Right, the bad thing is it just gives you a higher starting speed. And considering this is an old game, the speed can get really high. As for Puyo Puyo Tetris, if you saw, I started on the lowest difficulty and waited until 99 almost instantaneously. I was only at 99 for a while. I might have Puyo Puyo Tetris someday, but that would require me to have increase my capabilities. I need a portable PC, but I don't have one of those anymore. I have this one. It's very fast and very powerful. Just keep going. I was gonna do another game, but then I tested this one and well, it was just garbage. Let me make sure it did what I thought it did. Technically not practice if I just make sure everything works like it's supposed to. Honestly, it's poo-poo. How hard could it be, right? Maybe they dropped the big garbage on me already. Prepared for it. It's not big garbage. Come on. I've seen bigger garbage from newbies. Don't hold back him. Give me your biggest chunk of garbage. I need to prove I can deal with it. Just don't constantly bombard you with garbage. Don't want that. That would be bad. Sometimes I have unintentional stuff going on. Garbage will screw you up. As it is written in the prophecy that no one ever read. It's a very, very long document. I could move them. I want to move them all to the left, but that's not happening now. Yes, he hasn't shown up, we've been done with this by now. But he does show up, therefore. There's a story mode to this game, but I don't think it's that good of a story. Well, that and I can't read. Well, that and I kind of feel like reading hundreds of lines of text right now. Games where I do read all the text, they're special cases. Because they're actually fun to play. Like, Sega Stones is fun to play. I like when humanities fall on the weapons and die. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. This is a score run. It's probably the title. Not a skill run. I have so much. That much I can do with skill in a game. Puyo. Pressing down will force the pieces to fall. There are some secrets to some variations of Puyo, which I'd rather not get into because that's not done in this game. You ever wanted to see if you can match colors? Well, this is Puyo. That's what this is about. I have tried playing this type of game on a Game Boy. It's not very easy. Mostly because it's it's black and white and gray, and it's kind of hard to match colors when there are no colors to match. Okay, now it's getting a little faster. Please remain calm. Okay. This is bad. It's getting a little too fast for me to keep up with. And that's going to make it, that's going to change that. Temporarily, if not entirely. I really don't like doing versus mode for games like this when I'm just doing an hour practice run, because I know versus in games like this, it's ridiculously dangerous. Garbage coming from all sides, and if the AI is good enough, you're getting garbage all the time. Or if it's me, you play online and then Puyo Tetris and you're playing simple Puyo and it's getting garbage all the time, that's probably me. Because I don't deal with garbage and my opponent does something big, and I have learned to be able to make combos when I'm not getting constant garbage. So to stop me from comboing you to death, you need to keep giving me garbage, or I'm just going to take a chance to, get rid of you. It's like Tetris, but without the Tetris. That's what this is. Something to do with Tetris. Until the Nintendo Switch game, which is the first English Puyo game that was released in America, but can't really say much about that. Although I was raised in America, it doesn't mean I've never played a Japanese game before. Alright, if we fit the table, it's a pretty interesting game. That's all I can say about that. Without going into too much in detail about what it is. I will not be showing that on my channel. That would be a little redundant. Someone's already covered that. I know people cover games that I'm playing, but I have a unique style when I play games. Besides, I'm better than most people at this type of thing. I don't think anyone can say they've beaten a college student in a game like Puyo or Tetris Attack, for that matter. That's told the story already. You don't challenge someone who plays games too much. Challenging a game they're good at is like... It's like... I don't know. What is it like? Something everyone does. Alright, waste time on the internet. It's like that. Don't pretend you don't waste time on the internet. Technically, I'm wasting your time. I'm pretty sure most of you just don't care. Since you can't get English version of this game, you can always download a ROM. Would that be fun? I think EMU Paradise has a ROM that's already English patched, which is where I got this. It's pre-patched. Although I downloaded the patch anyway. I'll delete it here after this is over. I'll also probably do the ROM because I don't think I know how to try the story mode of this one. Maybe someday if I get enough demand for it, but now's not the time to talk about games that demand things from me. I do still take requests for those who are still wondering. Some requests will be completely ignored though. fact that the game doesn't seem at all interesting. Or fun for that matter. Like, I did get a request for a game that has, like, thousands of achievements. I already said no. I don't want to sit there getting all the achievements per game. If the first game I'm going to do that has achievements would be Skyrim, but that's not something I want to do on this channel. If I do, I'd have to drop you guys a link to it. Well, I use the external site, so it'd be just because when I move it to the web, it goes to and it makes a brand new website for that's just the video, nothing else. Comments can be placed on the video that links you to it, which is how I choose to do comments for videos like that. I can put them on Vimeo, but it's would defeat the purpose of the channel. That would be the purpose of the video channel in the first place. It's just a place to post stuff that people don't, that people will watch and I can ignore. See, if you watch the video, you're going to get the first part of an LP, and that's it. Nothing else goes on there. If you want to see more, you have to go to my actual YouTube channel and watch the videos there. There's a lot of stuff. If you're watching this video just for fun, because you saw Puyo the way it is, well, this is what it is. It's great. I know you're looking at my score, my level right now. I'm just moving the pieces. And slowly doing worse and worse. Where's the big garbage? Come on. There you want to. Old games became a lot easier to play as you get older. Like Super Mario Brothers, for example. I beat that a while ago when I got older. It was a few years ago by now, but I didn't play the games that much when I was younger. Just always something else. I'm not really planning that far ahead right now. You forgot how he works. It's gotta be how to set up priorities to make everything. See, I know, but you know, we'll see. We shall see. I don't think it's in this game, but there's usually a large prize as far as points are concerned if you manage to clear the grid. After you've placed the first piece, it starts keeps track if you can clear the grid or not, and I know for a fact that it's really hard to clear the grid. I've done it before, it's really kinda hard. I mean, we're talking everything. The grid has to be completely clear. Gives you a lot of points, which is why if you're playing a game where you need points to get 3 stars on an event, like that one event in Puyo Tetris, then clearing the grid actually gets you almost enough points. Then again, if the enemy loses before you get enough points, you need to try the objective again. I do recommend Puyo Tetris. It's a very fun game and it goes by pretty quick. If you wanna waste an afternoon, Puyo Tetris is probably the best game for that. Puyo is pretty easy, you can pick up and play. Aha, so that's how that works. The color he plays him on is the color he makes everything he passes. Oh jeez. There we go. That's better. Oh man. This is bad. This is really, really bad. I couldn't turn off any of the pieces, so of course I do not apologize for that. If I apologize for something you have no control over. I live by those words. Makes life a little easy. Makes certain things that happen a little bit easier to deal with. Oh boy. Nope, not yet. We're not dead yet. But that'll do it. 931,650. Where's my name? Good question. Yeah, that's totally me. That's it. That was Puyo. I beat Zan's score. Interesting. Well, that's it. Next video will be something else. Something completely different.